A man who stands firm on his convictions and isn't afraid to speak out for what he believes is right. A man who has dedicated countless hours to the preservation of the environment and solving regional transportation problems is Scottsdale History Hall of Fame honoree and former city councilman C.W. Bill Soderquist. Born on the south side of Chicago in 1923, young Bill, his mother and brother made up a family of three due to the death of his father 5 months before his birth. The threesome soon moved to LaPorte, Indiana to live with his grandfather Lindquist. Life revolved around ice skating, sledding, building tree houses and shacks. Bill participated in YMCA sports activities, learning early on what it meant to be team captain. In junior high and high school, he continued his interest in basketball and track, involving himself in the High Y program, as well as becoming president his senior year. As a holiday project, he initiated a dime line on the downtown streets, raising money to clothe needy families. Upon graduating from high school in 1942, he entered Indiana University, only to be drafted in February 1943. Assigned to the 44th Infantry Division, he landed in Cherbourg, France on D-Day +100. When the war ended in 1945, he returned to the States on the Queen Elizabeth, met in New York Harbor by a huge victory celebration of boats and bands, including Marlene Dietrich. Bill returned to college for a year, worked as an assistant golf professional, and played basketball for a local manufacturing firm, which later hired him to work in their sales department. In 1948, he was transferred to Indianapolis, where he and his family lived until 1959, when they moved to Scottsdale. 2 years later, Bill joined Herb Kaywood and formed the Kaywood Soderquist Insurance Agency, which insured Scottsdale citizens for the next 23 years. The Soderquist children, Randy, Todd, Julia, and Jill, went through Kaibab Elementary and Scottsdale High School. Bill managed Little League teams and helped run the league. His boys were also involved in scouting. Not showing partiality, he served on the Scottsdale Girls Club Executive Board for 8 years. Bill has been committed to volunteerism for nearly 40 years. He joined the board of the Scottsdale Boys Club, serving as president in 1966, became a member of the Scottsdale Chatos, serving on the council 7 years, and chairing the first Chatos Spring Baseball Committee, which helped bring the Chicago Cubs back to Scottsdale. He also chaired the first Chatos Spring Training Old Timers game and the first National Professional Golf Association tournament held in Scottsdale. One organization will never forget Bill. As president of the Scottsdale Rotary Club in 1973, Senator Barry Goldwater was scheduled as a featured speaker. Bill promised the group if they had perfect attendance at the meeting, they could throw him in the Camelback Inn pool. Every member showed, and he took a cool swim. The honoree served on the Scottsdale Chamber of Commerce Board from 1966 to 1972, when one of the issues tackled was to preserve Scottsdale's sign ordinance. I feel one main appeal to Scottsdale is its sign ordinance, which over the years has had a major influence on the city, he noted. He served as chair of the Chamber's Economic Development Committee, and in 1978 was named chairman of the year. In 1986, Bill won a Scottsdale City Council seat and was reelected in 1990. During his tenure, he endorsed programs that reduced air pollution, serving as chairman of the Maricopa Association of Governments Air Quality Committee and a member of its Waste Management Policy Committee. He also represented the city on the National League of Cities, Energy, Environment, and Natural Resources Steering Committee. He took an active role in economic development programs, serving 8 years on the board of directors of the Greater Phoenix Convention and Visitors Bureau and 4 years on the Greater Phoenix Economic Development Council Organizing Committee. He also served as a member of the Arizona Baseball Commission, the Governor's Baseball Task Force, the Maricopa County Sports Authority Organizing Committee, and the Mayor's Baseball Committee. One of Bill's saddest times was the passing of longtime friend Guy Stillman, who chose Bill to carry on his legacy at the McCormick-Stillman Railroad Park. As president of the McCormick Ranch Railroad and Mechanical Society, Bill became the overseer of the park's major renovation project, making the park one of the finest in the nation. Although Bill retired from the city council in 1994 after 8 years of service, he is still active in the business world. Bill is marketing consultant for Provident Financial and a bank director with Western Security Bank of Scottsdale. In his leisure time, he golfs, carves Kachina dolls and wood spirits, and with Tina enjoys their mountain hideaway. Now please welcome the spirited community volunteer and past city councilman, Bill Soderquist, into the Scottsdale History Hall of Fame.